Yeah, you always prepare. If someone's playing unless you know for a fact he's not. And he had a great game against us, 33 points, but he won the only one. So they scored 52 points in the paint and a ton in transition, 23-2 fast break points. So our defense has gotten better. Our transition defense has gotten better, and now we'll be able to just see how much better it's gotten.
Yeah, especially with John back. I mean,
Yeah.
that's got to help the defense even more.
No question. And at the end of the day, the real phenomenal thing about John is he's getting basically game reps in right now, which is really hard to do, especially when everyone's had a non-conference. And so what he's been able to give us is truly amazing too, because it is really hard to come in and in the middle of a conference and help out a team when you haven't played all year. Well, first, no matter Mike plays or not, they're a very talented team. You're always, if you're a top 25 team, it's more than one player. And Baugh is somebody that missed the first 6 games of the year, and he carries the load when Mike's not there, and when Mike is there, they share it. So he's as fast as any player, 94 feet in the Big 12, and does a tremendous job getting in transition. Had darn near a triple-double against us last time, like 15, 7, and 6 or something. So he's a complete player. It's a real old team. Emmanuel Miller, Chuck O'Bannon, those guys been there since TCU was founded. Eddie Lampkin's a junior. He's played a lot. So, I mean, it's a veteran crew. The guys off the bench, redshirt junior. So, again, really good team. Jamie does a great job. It's a physical team. They do a great job on the glass. Defensively, top 15 in the nation. So, Eddie Lampkin being out and getting back really helps him on the glass because he's top 13 in the country offensive rebounding percentage.
Does it seem like your guys kind of have a sour taste from the last 25-ish minutes of that first game against them?
Well, especially the last few seconds for sure. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of things we did well and a lot of things we did poor, and that's what's great about the Big 12. You play everyone twice, so they're going to make adjustments. They're going to be better. We're going to make adjustments. We're going to hopefully be better. And for us, it's a good chance to just see how far we've come and what we've improved, because they shot 49% and lived in the paint the first time against us.
Which I know you won't be able to say until someone tells you maybe tomorrow if he's playing or not. But I guess I'll ask it this way: is LJ practice and is he
Yeah.
towards playing?
Yeah. He did some practice today, and hopefully he keeps improving. Dave does a great job. LJ's a tough kid. If he can go, he'll go, and we know that. At the same time, it'll be a game time decision for us, and I can tell you exactly how it'll work. If he warms up, he'll go through warm-ups. Dave will tell me if he can go or can't go. So praying that he's fine and he's able to go. But at the same time, it always takes a team to win, and you got to have next man up mentality. And I thought our guys did a great job second half against OU with him being out.
Real quick off of that, you talked about guys stepping up. How impressive has it been in terms of if one guy maybe doesn't have his best game, it seems especially at that guard position, there's 2 or 3 guys that then have 18, 20.
Yeah. Well, I think you look at our years that we've been the last 3 years winningest Power 5 program in the country. It's been because of our depth. And if you just have 5 guys, you're not going to be on every night. And I know at the end of the day, you win with your defense and your rebounding because that's consistent. But at some point, you got to make shots, and that's why you got to have that depth, and you got to have, as people get injured, sick, ill, people to step up. And I've called it a starting rotation. I mean, and you got to have guys that put the team first and can accept whatever role they have. But that's a big reason we've been successful. Great upperclassmen leadership and the guys buying in with their role and putting the team first and stepping up when their number's called.
Scott, Keontae and Langston looked really locked in against OU. How much have they kind of maybe turned that corner in their experience with Big 12 play at this point?
Well, definitely. First couple games are an adjustment for your whole team, and then by the second go around, you really get the grind of the Big 12. And what I mean by that is every team knows all your plays, they know all your tendencies, and I mean that's where that mental toughness comes in, because things are a lot harder. At the same time, you're used to the crowd noise, you're used to the intensity, the physicality, and you know if you take a play off, you get embarrassed. So they've adapted to it. At the same time, the second go around, and they call it the dog days of February, but it's even another level this time of month.
What's different playing at Schollmeyer these past 2 or 3 years than maybe the first few years when they came into the conference?
I mean, when they first came in the conference, they didn't have probably the depth that they do now, and they've had some tremendous coaches, and Jamie's done a phenomenal job bringing in talented players and getting them to play as a team. And I mean, last year you saw that it was a team that had Final Four capabilities, and this year, like 10 teams in the Big 12, after any given night, you'll watch them and you'll be like, that team could be Sweet 16, maybe even Final Four good. I mean, everyone's had their moments. If you watch Texas Tech in Maui, one of those games, if you saw OU against Alabama, I mean, I can just go up and down the list. And, I mean, TCU at Kansas was as impressive as you're ever going to see at Allen Fieldhouse.
Scott, LJ's is a foot injury,
Yeah, lower leg injury.
lower leg. Okay.
That's what I've been instructed.
Scott, I'm guessing
They don't let me look at anybody's legs, so
I'm guessing it was already in their skill set, but the way that Langston and Keontae play through contact,
Yeah.
and do the and ones and stuff, does Charlie get a little bit of that assist?
Oh, no question. No question. I mean, Langston's been in this strength program for a year, even though he was really limited during surgery and whatnot, what he could do. But and God gave both of them great athletic bodies, and Langston playing in Mount Verde is used to the physical toughness before he got here, and Keontae playing at IMG. I mean, you're going against physical elite high school players night in and night out, and that helps with your transition along with the All-Star games, McDonald's, whatnot, to just learn the physicality and toughness.
Yeah, Coach, just kind of looking big picture with everything. I mean, you talk every week how every Big 12 game's a 1 or 2 possession game, but with your team a little bit more healthy now, it hasn't been the case last 2 games. So just kind of as rounding out the resume for March, do you feel like there's maybe a bigger target on your back going into these next couple games?
Well, I think everyone's goal is to not be in a one-possession game. You want to play well enough that it doesn't come down to, because anything can happen on one possession. At the same time, our crowd's been phenomenal and really helped us protect our home court. And then on the road, you know how hard it is to win on the road. I think if you look at the Big 12 road records this year, I think in the last 15 games, home teams have only lost 2 games or something. So you really got to be on point and have a good mental toughness as well as with the talented team. I think our team, anytime you add a player like John, but you're adding him now, it's great, but it takes time, and it'll take a couple weeks. It'll take a couple weeks for him. Again, we're the only program that's ever gone through a no non-conference, and the analogy, the freeway, 75, you're getting on the on-ramp, you're going 40, 50, 60 till you catch up. I mean, that's how John will be, and that's how our team will be adjusting to him for a couple weeks, just because you don't have enough practice time and practice days, because you're playing in November, October, late September, you have the 3-4 hour practices to get the chemistry and whatnot, and he's learning on the fly. So I think our team will keep forming, keep changing, keep evolving, developing, and then that's, knock on wood, you have no injuries, so you're able to do that.
Thanks, Scott.
Appreciate it.
I mean, it's the Big 12. We just always try to focus on the next game, and obviously we play them next. Revenge factor, a little bit, but most importantly, we're just trying to focus, go out there, play our game, try to execute, and just try to handle business. That's the most important thing for us.
How much better do you think y'all have gotten better defensively since that game?
We've definitely made huge strides. Primarily when I look at post defense, a lot of teams will try to like muscle us in the paint, with all the switches and stuff. But also more so with the rotations, with the weak side, and stuff like that. But I definitely think we made huge strides defensively, even offensively too. I mean, early on in the season, talking about how great it was, like offensively, but I felt like we got better more so in terms of ball rotation. Getting like getting people better shots and better looks, and yeah, just making it easier.
Well, with TCU being one of the better offensive rebounding teams in the country, what do they do specifically? Is it the way that they get to the rim? Is it the way they are just for rebound, just in terms of kills?
To be honest, I wish I could answer that, but primarily I think it's because they have size. They have a lot of size. When you look at the 2, the 3, and even the 4 position, and I guess they pride themselves very well on offensive rebounding. And we have to try to make huge strides on our end to get better defensive rebounding too, because I know offensive rebounding we actually pretty good. So yeah.
Well, those last 23 minutes, right before the half until the final horn, the first time against TCU, what was different then than in those first 15 to 17?
I feel like we let go. More so importantly, transition defense. I felt a lot of time we were so focused on the offense, we weren't focused on getting back on defense because a lot of their points was basically at the rim. It's not like it was contested jump shots. So I felt like we had to adjust that and get better at it for sure.
Bill, obviously John's given the team a lift in a lot of ways. Defensively, what do you feel like he's added since he's been back?
I just think his presence and his energy on defense is unmatched, and it's just so good to see him out there playing again and having him out there.
And some of your teammates have said he's a really good communicator. Does that help a lot too?
Yeah, like I said, his energy and just talking on defense and even on offense, whatever he sees out on the floor, he always tries and just communicates with everybody on the team.
Dale, if Mike Miles doesn't play, where's the focus of the defensive scouting report from a guard perspective go for TCU?
They have a lot of good guards, not just Mike Miles. We try to emphasize on everybody on the team that's in their rotation. So whatever guard is out there, that's who we're going to emphasize on.